Did you realize that the very first 30 minutes after you wake up each morning could quietly raise your chances of having a stroke, especially if you're over 65? Every day, millions of older adults start their mornings with simple habits that seem harmless. But, without even knowing it, these routines might be putting both your heart and brain at risk. Stroke is the second leading cause of death worldwide and the top reason people over 60 live with long-term disabilities. What many seniors don't realize is that strokes happen most often during those early morning hours, just after waking, when the body is naturally at its most fragile. The danger isn't just about getting older. It's about what we do in those first few moments of the day. Whether it's skipping breakfast, drinking coffee too soon, or rushing to get out of bed, these small, automatic actions can set off a chain reaction affecting your blood flow, blood pressure, and brain health. In this video, we'll uncover 5 common morning habits that raise stroke risk, especially after age 60. And the number 1 habit, it's something nearly everyone does without thinking. If you're over 65, listen carefully. This might be the most important 5 minutes you spend today. Before we get started, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button and turn on the bell so you won't miss any health tips made just for you. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 and tell me how I can improve. Number 1, getting out of bed too fast. The moment you open your eyes, your body is still gently waking from deep rest. For those over 60, this moment is more than routine, it's critical. During sleep, your heart rate slows, your blood vessels narrow a little, and your blood pressure settles down to rest. But the instant you sit or stand up quickly, everything shifts. Gravity pulls blood down into your legs, and your brain, already working with slower circulation due to age, gets less oxygen-rich blood for a short time. This sudden change can cause something called orthostatic hypotension, a quick drop in blood pressure when you stand. You might feel dizzy, lightheaded, or even black out for a moment. For seniors, especially those with high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, or hardened arteries, this can open the door to stroke. When blood flow to the brain wavers, even briefly, it raises the risk that clots form or that existing blockages loosen. You might not notice this happening, a small stumble, a fuzzy thought, or missing a step on the carpet. These aren't just senior moments. They're warnings from your body, telling you it's being pushed too fast, too soon. Instead, give your heart and brain time to catch up. When you wake, stay lying down for a minute. Take slow, deep breaths. Then gently sit up, letting your feet dangle over the edge of the bed for about 30 seconds. Feel the floor under your feet before you stand. In less than 2 minutes, you help your blood pressure adjust and ensure your brain gets the oxygen it needs. This quiet act of kindness to yourself is a simple, silent shield against serious harm. And speaking of quiet dangers, there's another everyday morning habit that might be drying out your brain and thickening your blood before you even drink a drop of water. You probably do it every single day. If you're still watching and these tips are helping, please type 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now, let's talk about point number 2, drinking coffee or tea before water. This is a morning ritual many of us have known and loved for years, waking up and reaching straight for that comforting cup. The aroma, the warmth, the feeling of normalcy. But for those over 60, this familiar habit might be quietly working against your brain, your heart, and your circulation during the hours you're most vulnerable. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is actually in a mild but important state of dehydration. You've lost fluids just by breathing and sweating, and your blood has become a little thicker, like a river running low on water. What your organs really need first thing is hydration. But when you sip coffee or tea before giving your body plain water, you're doing the opposite of what your brain and heart are asking for. Caffeine, especially on an empty and dehydrated system, acts like a diuretic. It pushes more water out of your cells, making your blood thicker and forcing your already tired heart to work harder. As your blood thickens and your vessels tighten, it sets the stage for dangerous clots to form or for delicate vessels in your brain to rupture. For seniors, many of whom already face high blood pressure or hardened arteries, this is a hidden storm waiting to happen. Even worse, Caffeine can spike your blood pressure when it's naturally higher during those early morning hours. This double whammy, dehydration plus rising pressure, creates the perfect conditions for a stroke or mini-stroke before you've even had breakfast. But here's the good news, this doesn't have to be your story. The solution is simple, gentle, and can save your life. Start your morning with a full glass of room temperature water. Let your cells wake up. Let your blood flow find its natural rhythm. If you like, add a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of mineral-rich salt. Then wait 15 to 20 minutes before enjoying your coffee or tea. Make it the second step, not the first. Your brain will feel clearer, your energy steadier, and your heart will quietly thank you in ways that truly matter. And while water is what your body needs most first thing, there's another urgent need many overlook the moment they wake up, a habit that puts pressure where you least expect it. Point 3. Holding urine first thing in the morning. It might sound harmless, even reasonable. You wake up and decide to stay still a little longer, maybe waiting to feel more awake before heading to the bathroom. But for adults over 60, delaying that first trip to urinate isn't just uncomfortable, it could be dangerous and more harmful to your brain and heart than most people realize. As we age, our bladder loses some of its stretchiness. Overnight, as it fills, pressure builds up. When we ignore that morning urge, the bladder doesn't quietly hold on. Instead, it sends stress signals throughout your body. This stress triggers a quick rise in blood pressure as your nervous system shifts into overdrive trying to handle the strain inside. It's like making your heart work overtime before it's had a proper warm-up. That sudden jump in blood pressure, especially in the delicate early morning hours when your cardiovascular system is already waking up, can spark a stroke, a heart rhythm problem, or even cause you to faint. For those already dealing with high blood pressure or clogged arteries, it's a risky game. And that's just the start. Holding urine repeatedly in the morning can weaken bladder muscles, increase the chance of urinary tract infections, and strain your kidneys over time. What might feel like a small delay could quietly lead to bigger health problems. Sometimes, it's a small decision, waiting just 5 or 10 more minutes, that can quietly lay the groundwork for serious problems down the road. Your body speaks softly, especially in the morning, telling you when it's time to let go and release. Listen to it. Rising slowly and walking to the bathroom right away not only eases that internal pressure, but also helps reset your nervous system, signals your heart to steady itself, and gives your brain a calm, steady start to the day. It's a simple act of self-care, often done in silence, but with powerful results. But once you've relieved that pressure, another morning danger might be waiting, one that feels as harmless as reading the news or checking a message, yet could be flooding your brain with stress before you even stand up. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please type 1 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's move on to point number 4. Number 4, checking your phone or TV immediately after waking. The moment you open your eyes is sacred. It's when your brain, heart, and nervous system are quietly trying to reset after hours of rest. But in today's world, we often interrupt that sacred space without even realizing it. Reaching for your phone, turning on the news, or scrolling through messages right after waking might seem harmless or even productive. But for those over 60, this habit may be quietly putting your brain and heart under heavy stress before you've even left the bed. Here's what's really happening. When you wake, your body naturally experiences a morning surge, a rise in blood pressure meant to prepare you for the day ahead. It's a delicate moment. Your arteries are tighter, your blood slightly thicker, and your brain is slowly shifting from rest to alertness. If you immediately expose yourself to digital noise, texts, emails, negative news, fast-moving images, your brain responds by releasing cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. That sudden surge of cortisol narrows your blood vessels even more and can spike your heart rate, turning the natural morning rise into something dangerously exaggerated. This stress may not feel dramatic, it might just show up as tension in your chest, racing thoughts, or a bit of anxiety. But repeated every day, it adds up. Over time, it wears on your brain, contributing to mental fatigue, mood swings, memory troubles, and yes, it even raises your risk of stroke. The brain of a senior citizen doesn't bounce back from stress like it used to. It absorbs it, stores it, and eventually weakens under the weight. Instead of flooding your nervous system with information first thing, try something radically simple. Sit quietly. Stretch gently. Breathe deeply. Or step outside and let the morning light touch your skin. Give your mind the same kindness and respect you give your body. And speaking of what your body truly needs, there's one last morning habit often ignored: skipping breakfast or eating too late. For many over 60, breakfast feels optional. You might tell yourself you're not hungry yet, or that it's easier to wait a few hours before eating. But what seems like a harmless delay could actually be quietly stressing your heart, brain, and circulation over time. After a full night's sleep, usually 8 to 10 hours, your body wakes up in a mild fasting state. Your blood sugar is low, insulin levels rest, and your brain is running on very little energy. When you skip breakfast or wait too long to eat, your body has to work harder to make up for it. Your body responds by releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, hormones meant to keep you alert during times when fuel is scarce. But this surge of hormones doesn't come without a cost. Cortisol raises your blood pressure, tightens your blood vessels, and increases inflammation. Meanwhile, adrenaline makes your heart beat faster and your blood thicker. For older adults, especially those with high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart conditions, this mix creates a dangerous environment where blood clots can form, heart rhythms become unstable, and the risk of stroke rises. And all of this can start simply because your body is running on empty. The risks don't stop there. A brain without fuel is a brain that begins to slow down. You might notice it in small ways: forgetting things more often, having trouble focusing, or feeling a morning fog that just won't lift. These are early signs your brain isn't getting the glucose it needs to work well. Over time, these little gaps add up. But the fix doesn't have to be hard. Within an hour of waking, give your body something nourishing, light, and steadying: a banana, some soaked almonds, or a slice of whole grain toast with nut butter. It's not about counting calories. It's about keeping your circulation steady, your energy balanced, and protecting your brain. Skipping breakfast doesn't save time, it quietly steals your vitality. Now that you've fed your body, how about protecting your mind for the years ahead? There are hidden morning habits that not only increase stroke risk but may also speed up memory loss faster than you expect. A gentle morning leads to a stronger life. By the time we reach our 60s, life has taught us many lessons, some joyful, some hard. But one truth stays the same: our health, especially our brain and heart health, is shaped not just by big moments, but by the small choices we make every day. Often, how we start our morning sets the tone for how well and how long we live. We've seen how simple habits, jumping out of bed too fast, skipping water, delaying that bathroom visit, or flooding your brain with screen stress, can quietly create a perfect storm inside your aging body. These small moments may seem minor, but over time they strain your blood vessels, raise your blood pressure, thicken your blood, and rob your brain of the balance it needs. The good news? It's never too late to change. Even in our 60s, 70s, or 80s, our bodies can heal, adapt, and protect us if we treat them with care and kindness. So, take your time each morning. Rise slowly. Drink water before coffee. Eat something light. Let your mind wake up before facing the day. These aren't luxuries, they're daily acts of protection, especially for a brain that has carried you through a lifetime. And remember, health is not just the absence of illness, but the quiet presence of balance, rhythm, and care. To every older adult reading this, you are not fragile. You are seasoned, wise, and deserving of mindful care. Your mornings matter. Your routine matters. Your brain still holds stories to tell, names to remember, and moments to treasure. Guard it with the same love you've given to others all your life. Because every morning is a fresh chance, not just to live longer, but to live better. Now, ask yourself gently, what will you do tomorrow morning to honor the life you've built? These lessons are here to inspire you to live fully and authentically. I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to try in your own life. Let's support one another on this journey toward embracing these small but powerful habits that protect our health and joy. If these truths have touched you, please share one in the comments below. If not, feel free to type 0 and let us know how we can improve. Your feedback truly means a great deal to us. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more helpful content just like this. Thank you so much for watching. Here's to living life fully and on your own terms.